BBC Sounds. Music, radio, podcasts.
All the night we hear, like I hear the fighters coming on the sky.
In March 2003, bombs started falling on Baghdad.
Oh my God, they were horrible days.
The Iraq War would change so much. Its legacy still ripples out today.
The shock and awe was so shocking.
The shock and awe was too shocking.
Too shocking. Shake the system.
So why did America and Britain go to war? And what impact has it had 20 years later?
The point is to be, you can, at 20 years, it's a little less hot around. People can think about some of the arguments,
For many, this remains a war based on a lie.
I gotta tell you, we would have invaded Iraq if Saddam Hussein had a rubber band and paper clip and somebody would have said, oh, he's going to put your eye out, let's take him out.
I'm Gordon Corera, the BBC's security correspondent. 20 years ago, I met spies, defectors and Iraqis during the frenetic build-up towards war.
And I think I was probably the first to say to the Prime Minister, whether you like it or not, get your ducks in a row, because it looks as though they're building up to an invasion of Iraq.
In the years since, it's been a personal obsession of mine to try and piece together why it happened and what it meant.
Bush very consciously said, I want to talk to Tony one-on-one and really find out whether he's committed.
Now I speak to those at the heart of the controversial decisions.
You're right in the sense that I did feel, I was uncomfortable because I could feel all the options were closing.
Some are speaking for the first time.
If only we could tell everybody in the world what was going on, because, we did afterwards, or we are now, but, you couldn't tell anybody in the real time.
What about the plans for what would happen after the war?
How on earth do you go about working with people when you are a foreign invader? I had never run a town in the UK, let alone a province in someone else's country.
I've also been looking at how it's affected security, politics and trust, and the people of Iraq.
I'm just sad because Iraq is a great country. Why we should live like this?
We'll shed new light on what really happened.
I went to him one day and told him that we were being used and we were like enablers of an alcoholic.
From BBC Radio 4, Shock and War, Iraq 20 years on. Subscribe now on BBC Sounds or wherever you get your podcasts.